This is Matt. I work in the support department here at Journyx. Today, we're going to look at suggested entries. Suggested entries are how you load suggestions on your timesheet from other apps that you use throughout your workday. Information such as Microsoft Exchange calendar events and tasks are loaded as suggested entries so that you can then edit and save them in your timesheet. So, what should you know about suggested entries? First, suggested entries are just suggestions. You can take them or you can leave them. Suggestions will also get better over time. The first time you use them, suggestions may be pretty far off. When you're ready to sort through your suggestions, accepting suggestions puts them in the new entry section where they can be edited and saved in your timesheet. Ignoring suggestions makes them go away. Now, let's take a look at how to manage your suggestions. As you'll see here, we're logged in as user Alan Anderson. Your suggestions from other apps are displayed in a dedicated section on your timesheet called Suggested Entries. Like other sections in your timesheet, you can open and close that section for viewing. Unlike other sections in your timesheet, Suggested Entries has some special features for viewing information from the source app and managing which suggestions are saved in your timesheet. On the left of your timesheet, you will see icons that indicate if the line is a calendar event or a task. These icons also contain more information when you hover over them. Suggestions do more than just import your calendar events and tasks. They also look at the event information to make right selections for your time entry. The selections may be pretty far off at first, but they will become more accurate over time as Journyx learns from your corrections and becomes smarter. To accept or ignore a specific suggestion, you can use the hamburger menu to the right at the end of the line. If the calendar event is a series, you will also have the option to ignore the series for future timesheets. You can also manage several suggestions at once using the gear icon at the top right of the Suggested Entries section. You can simply select all of your suggestions, or you can select specific suggestions with the checkboxes on each line and ignore or accept those selections. After you have cleared the suggestions that you want to ignore, you can accept the ones that you want to add to your timesheet. You don't need to worry if some of the selections aren't correct, and you can leave some of your suggestions where they are if you're not sure if you want to use them. When you decide to accept suggestions, the entries will move to the New Entries section of your timesheet. There, you can adjust the selections and correct them before saving. Like all new entries that are saved, your suggestions will move to the Current Entries section of your timesheet. However, these entries will always maintain the association with the system from which they came. And Journyx will always keep track of changes you make to these entries so your suggestions will become smarter and more accurate in future timesheets. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about suggested entries, feel free to contact your local administrator, Journyx support, or your Journyx sales rep. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great day.